This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. Hey, what's up and welcome to Mock Draft Mondays during the draft season where we take a look at mock drafts. Somebody in the comment section had an interesting comment that said, hey, how about looking at these through different philosophies? And while the philosophy part of that is not something I want to do, I do want to do these mock drafts through the lenses of different big boards, right? So depending on how different teams feel, different players will be available at different spots and how much variance that can be in there from one mock draft to the next. So we're going to go through 3 different websites, 3 different 7-round mocks, see what we end up with at our picks, make those picks, and see how much they vary in difference based on each website's big board. All right, so we're here at 72. Well, 74, my bad. And already, if you've watched any of my other mock drafts, you can see that this is very different because Nick Herbig was a 7th-round pick in one of these other mock drafts, right? Nathaniel Dell is gone at 66. He's usually around in the 5th round in some other mock drafts, right? So the variance in which how many different teams value different players will play a hand in it. Carl Brooks is somebody that in this draft I would take at 74, who usually is a 7th-round pick in other mocks. Again, the value is solely dictated on what other people value or the big board is when you do these mock drafts. So it completely changes up how you would select here, right? Do you take a Cody Mulch here? Do you decide you want to just go with Carl Brooks because you like him a lot? So let's look at the positions here. We're looking at wide receiver. We're looking at running back. We're looking at interior and exterior offensive line. We're looking at defensive interior, and we're looking at edge. And then we'll throw in linebacker too. So right now, of all of them, it says Carl Brooks is the best option. I tend to agree with that based on what the board says here. And I would go Carl Brooks. Like Carl Brooks a lot. Coming out of Bowling Green, I think he's a bit underrated. And his variance you'll see in mock drafts shows that. And this is probably where you would want to take a running back. Right, if you don't love any of the interior guys left or edge guys left, I don't really love any of these edge guys here. So here's Deuce Vaughn. He's available. You can look at his chart. It's the great thing about Pro Football Focus. Tajay Spears, is he still here? Do I go Tajay or do I go Deuce? His elusive rating is 145. Let's see what Deuce is. The elusive rating is... All right, I'm going to go Tajay then. Honestly, I'm going to get Byron Young here. Get the interior guy. And then I'm going to swing around and get Diaby here. Yas Abdullah's been here for a while. What's his age? Pass rush win weight. Pretty good. Run to stop ratio. Might have to get Yas. Let's see if there's anybody else that I like. We do need a wide receiver. Let's look at wide receivers here. Andreas Cephas is here. I think I know what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think I've made a decision. I'm going to go Yas here. And then I'm going to go Cephas next to get that wide receiver. We get Stetson Bennett, y'all. Y'all want Stetson Bennett? Let's see. Who am I going to take here with this final pick? With these final 2 picks? Let's see. We can get kind of fun here and just take somebody who I think's fun. Isaiah Land, he's a fun pick, right? That could be somebody I go with. He's an FCS guy, Florida A&M. Won a lot there. Actually, let me see if Jake Andrews is available. Let's see. No, Jake Andrews is gone. All right. But that tackle from Michigan, is he still available? No. Roshan Johnson's gone. Let's go and take a linebacker or best need available. We'll get the guard. We'll get a guard. And then Muhammad Ibrahim. I liked him a lot coming out of Minnesota. And that is that for that mock draft. Okay, this is from NFL Mock Draft Database. I've never used this mock before, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see what this is about. Hopefully, it's not terrible. All right, so Keeanu Benton's right there, and the best they got is Tyler Scott. You get Marvin Mims there too. In reality, I would go Marvin Mims here. In a mock draft where I know the computer is going to be dictating who gets picked where and for what, I'm probably going to take Keeanu Benton unless there's something super enticing at edge, which there's not. I really want to I'm taking Marvin Mims here. If he's there at 74, that's got to be the pick. He's not going to be there at 74, but if he is, you can't pass that up. I don't think Keeanu Benton's worth passing up on Marvin Mims there because I think Marvin Mims is a step above a prospect, in my opinion, than Tyler Scott, Nathaniel Dell, and anybody that would possibly be available. I think he's a step above them. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this pick. I'm going to go Byron Young here. Now, here's a situation where I might go linebacker, Henry Tuatuho. He is available here, so pretty good value, I guess, for him. So I would think about going there. You can also take Osagun, which nobody's going to be upset with you about, especially in the third or fourth round. And then edge prospects, I think that's fine there. I don't really see anybody I love. Running back, nobody has fallen that I'm like, oh my God, I got to get on that. So I'm going to go Henry Tuatuho here. I love how to give you a grade for a draft pick that's like super theoretical though. Like, yeah, that's an A+ pick. How do you know? All right, I'm at 140. Osagun's still here. Deuce Vaughn's still here. Jonathan Mingo is still here. I think I'm going to go Osagun here. Really like Osagun. Oluwatimi. I talked about it plenty of times on this channel. I think he's going to be a really good center. A really, really good center. All right, it's time to get a running back. Who's the best running back available? Is it Deuce Vaughn? All right, 190. Ryan Hayes is available. I take Ryan Hayes. I like him a lot. Had a pretty good Senior Bowl. Definitely was interested in him after that. Good tackle prospect. Might become a starter one day. Not going to be an elite guy, but might be a solid swing guy. And then here, see anybody interesting? I'm going to take Rajon Wright. Good athlete at the corner position. Something could happen there. All right, so this is this mock draft. Marvin Mims at 74, Byron Young at 98, Henry Tuatuho at 111, Nick Herbig at 126, Osagun Oluwatimi at 140, Deuce Vaughn 142, Ryan Hayes at 190, and then we'll go to the third one here, and that's going to be from Pro Football Network. This is the one we're most familiar with. We've done this one a couple of times, and we'll do it again. All right, so again, Keeanu Benton available. Edge, Andre Carter, nothing really enticing there. Wide receiver, nothing that's going to stop me from taking Keeanu Benton. So let's take him. At 98, Henry Tuatuho is available. We can look at edge here. There's Zach Harrison, who I find a little bit intriguing as a project guy. But I would take him if he falls past his value, not before in a mock draft sense. Where it's computers. In a real draft, it might be a little different. Tyler Scott's here. That feels like the pick. we're gonna go Tyler Scott here. Now let's go check and see if Zach Harrison is still here. Keeping an eye on that. Yaya is still there too. I like Yaya as an edge better than Malik, but I like Malik as a 3-tech. And when I look at my 3-techs here, Byron Young, Alabama, nothing really, no reason to get, like, look at where Carl Brooks and Byron Young are on this mock draft. 233 and 240. They're like 3rd round picks in the other mocks. So that's a wild discrepancy. I think I'm going to go Zach Harrison here. Move him inside. Have him play some 3-tech, see how he does there. There's nothing really stopping me from going Olusegun Oluwatimi here. Like maybe Tajay, but I think it's more likely that Tajay makes it to 140 than Olusegun does. So I'm going to just take Olusegun. And Tajay here. Reject. Get my running back. And I think, I'm going to get Iasivis here. I think I might Iasivis. Is there anybody else? Yeah, Iasivis. And then I'm going to try to get Carl Brooks and Byron Young with the last 2 picks. All right, I'm going to try to propose a trade here with Atlanta. I'll give you your 7th back. And I just want 224 for that. And I'll give you Houston 6. All right, so I got Yaya there, so I don't need DB, but I am gonna get Carl Brooks, and I'm gonna soup up Byron Young, and that will be it for this mock draft. So I got with the 74th pick, Keeanu Benton, Tyler Scott, Zach Harrison, Olusegun Oluwatimi, Tajay Spears, Andre Iasivis, Yaya Diaby, Carl Brooks, and Byron Young. I would be shocked if they were able to leave the draft with this kind of a haul, because this is incredible. I think the most realistic version of the mock drafts that we've done is this, where guys like Diaby are probably going in the 4th round, Carl Brooks probably going in the 3rd round, Byron Young probably going in the 4th round. You might be able to get Iasivis in the 5th or 6th, but I really don't think that this idea that you're going to be able to get all these guys that I like, and I like every single one. I like Keeanu Benton a lot, big guy, 3-tech. Tyler Scott could be a deep threat for this team. Zach Harrison, if you move him inside, he has a lot of potential as a 3-tech in my opinion. Olusegun Oluwatimi, I think he could start for you at center if you needed him to. Most definitely could back up and be an upgrade at that backup position for Nick Harris. Tajay Spears would be a great change of pace running back. Andre Iasivis is another guy you could throw out there. He could be a speed guy, good size there too, that you don't have in that wide receiver room. Yaya Diaby has good bursts as an edge rusher. I think he could develop into somebody. Carl Brooks and Byron Young. Byron Young, really good hands coming out of Alabama. Carl Brooks, really good feet. Quick guy. Probably going to be moved into 3, but he could play a little edge too as well. So maybe that's what the value change is that people don't know where to value him. But I would value him much higher than 224 in the draft. But these things can go a number of different ways, and I just wanted to show you the difference in how that can happen with the mocks and the different boards. But that's going to be it for today's mock drafts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Which one did you like the most? Which one do you think is the most realistic? Let me know in the comment section down below. You have a great day. Have a good night.